We coming for you, man. Baltimore Ravens, man, we coming for that division lead, man. We coming for y'all, man. We coming for y'all, man. You know what's going on, man. Steeler Nation, man. Just got the win versus the LA Rams, man. I didn't think we were going to do it, to be honest. I'm be honest. I didn't think we were going to be able to do it. I didn't think our defense was going to be able to bail us out again. But it did, man. So, I mean, the reality is, I mean, this just is what the Pittsburgh Steelers is. The defense helps. The defense just carries us. I mean, us Pittsburgh Steelers fans, for the last couple of years have been asking, where's that still current defense? Where's that old Pittsburgh Steelers defense at? And it's back, baby. It's back. I mean, this is old traditional Pittsburgh Steelers smash mouth football. We're back. We're back. And we're right back in the playoff fight. We're 5-4. We won 5 out of our last 6. I mean, me Fitzpatrick, man, listen. Me Fitzpatrick has to be Defensive Player of the Year. He has to be. I don't know if it's been. I don't know. I don't remember the last safety to I don't remember the last defensive back to win Defensive Player of the Year, but I mean, he has been a running. He has been the best safety in all of football. He's been making game-changing plays. He's caught, another pick six in like the second game of the road? That's like his third pick six of the season, man. So, me and Fitzpatrick, man, he has been running for Defensive Player of the Year. Still a nation, man. Baltimore Ravens fans, you aren't. But where the Ravens fans at, man? Where the Ravens fans at, man? You Baltimore Ravens fans were talking crazy. Where the Miami Dolphins fans at? Ain't a lot of the Miami Dolphins going to be getting a top 10 pick. So what it is, man? What it is, man? Where the Ravens fans at, man? I see those Ravens fans got nothing to say, man. Those Ravens fans, man. Them Ravens fans are a little scared now. The Ravens fans think they finna pee on themselves. Quincy Bell Sport. Yes, the Rams offense was awful, but I think it was because how good the Pittsburgh Steelers defense was, man. I mean, the Steelers, man. I mean, listen. I'm gonna get off Mike Tomlin's back. I'm gonna get off Mike Tomlin's back. No matter what happens, I think Mike Tomlin, his job is safe. He deserves a 10-year extension for Pittsburgh because this is a phenomenal coaching job. A phenomenal coach. I don't care if the Pittsburgh Steelers lose the rest of their games. Listen, Mike Tomlin needs to get a extension. Who do you have? Seahawks or Niners? I'll take the 49ers. Minka is dad. Minka Fitzpatrick is Defensive Player of the Year. He has to be. I mean, Mike Tomlin, if Pittsburgh goes to the playoffs, has to win Coach of the Year. He has to, man. He has to. This has been a phenomenal job by Mike Tomlin. This has been the best coaching job for Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin is finally looking like the coach that he should have been looking like the last couple of years. If Pittsburgh makes it to the playoffs, man, he has to win Coach of the Year. This is a sensational job by Mike Tomlin. No Big Ben. Mike Tomlin is finally looking like a defensive-minded coach. He's finally, for the first time in a long time, Mike Tomlin has been looking like a defensive-minded coach. He has been. Minka sure balling. Your corner's out, though, which lets Pittsburgh still. Yep. That game was crazy. Here we go. Yes, sir. I told everybody that Minka Fitzpatrick trade, was a great trade. Even I tried to tell Miami Dolphins fans kept on saying they won the trade. No, because Pittsburgh would have selected a defensive back with that top 5, top 10 pick anyway, so it didn't really matter. So that Minka Fitzpatrick trade, man, I told everybody that was going to be a game changer, man. Minka Fitzpatrick not only has changed the defense, but he's helped this team out. He scored like 3 pick sixes so far this season. He has to be in the running for Defensive Player of the Year, man. He has to be. He has to be, man. But Baltimore, man, we on y'all. We on y'all back, Baltimore. Y'all better not slip up. Baltimore still had to play the Rams, and they still had to play Houston, and they got to play Buffalo. So Baltimore, y'all better not slip up, man. Cause we coming. We coming. Now here's the thing, right? So even if we go 10-6, we still have a chance of missing the playoffs. Here's why. Buffalo, right now, do you think that last play was pass interference? No, I don't. I don't. And I'm not being biased. I just don't think it was. But being realistic, Pittsburgh still can go 10-6 and miss the playoffs. Here's why: Oakland is 5-4 right now. Buffalo is 6-3 right now, but Buffalo's about to hit the meter schedule in like the next couple of weeks. Buffalo has to play New England. They got to play Baltimore. They got to play Dallas in the next in like 2 weeks. So I'm not worried about Buffalo. I think Buffalo might fold down the stretch. I am worried about Oakland, Tennessee. I don't know. I don't know about Tennessee. I don't know, but Mike Vrabel has that team. The AFC South is just a weird division. So I mean, Pittsburgh. We're just because we're 5-4 right now, we can go 10-6 and still miss the playoffs. It won't matter. So because of how close the AFC is right now, but I mean Pittsburgh right now, it looks like we can't be beat. We can't be beat. But here's the thing. Eventually, you guys do know eventually Pittsburgh's offense is going to have to put some points on the board if we want to end up winning. Because eventually, this defense can only bail us out so much. Eventually, the offense is going to have to show up and put some points on the board. But for now, a win's a win. A win's a win. But I want to know where the Ravens fans at, man. Them Ravens fans were trying to say our season was over and things like that. Where the Ravens fans at, man? But eventually, Pittsburgh's going to have... But eventually, as a Steelers fan, Pittsburgh has to put up some points on the offense to win some of these games, man. Eventually, our defense can't be bailing us out because eventually, I mean, do you think James Washington is a bust? I want to call James Washington a bust. Here's the thing. I really didn't have high expectations for James Washington when he got drafted, being real. Y'all can't be beat. Y'all offense is trash. Ravens ain't. But listen, though. Listen. It doesn't matter. The year the Denver Broncos won the Super Bowl, their offense was trash. They took Peyton Manning to the Super Bowl. So it doesn't matter. As long as our offense does enough, we're straight. But I do know eventually we're going to have to score some points. So when that time comes, I believe we're going to be able to score points eventually. But I mean, the defense, as long as the defense keeps playing as it's been playing, we're going to be good. We're going to be good. And I mean, I'm very proud to be a Steelers fan right now. I am very proud. I admit, like, I'm used to the offense putting up a lot of points and things like that. But this is the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers team I remember when I was in 3rd grade and 4th grade. Do you think? Absolutely not. Why would we trade for Cam Newton? Why would we trade for Cam? That would make no sense. No sense. Pittsburgh doesn't even make trades like that. We barely even make any big moves in free agency. So Pittsburgh trading for Cam Newton would just be an uncharacteristic trade because the Pittsburgh Steelers organization does not make big blockbuster trades like that, and we don't make big free agency signings. The Minkah Fitzpatrick trade was probably the biggest trade in Steelers history for a very, very long time, and trading for Devin Bush. So Steelers fans, let me tell you guys something. We might have the defensive player of the year and defensive rookie of the year all on the same defense. You guys thought about that? Devin Bush has been the best defensive player so far. It's either him, Nick Bosa, or Josh Allen. So Pittsburgh has a chance to have the defensive rookie of the year and defensive player of the year. Think about that. Minkah Fitzpatrick has been running. I've said this since last season, but what's your opinion? Samuel's greater than Connor. Actually, I prefer James Conner over Jalen Samuels. And here's the reason why. With Jalen Samuels, like, he's a good runner, but I think James Conner is a better runner. I don't know what it is. I just think James Conner, just the way he runs the football, how his patience and things like that is a lot better. But I think that James Conner is a better runner, but Jalen Samuels is a better receiver. And that's what we drafted Jalen Samuels for. Jalen Samuels was supposed to be our receiving back. But yeah, our offense has to do a lot better. The offense has to be a lot better. I don't know what the offense is doing, but we got to get something going. Benny Snell, I don't know if James Conner's going to come back, but when James Conner comes back, I think that's going to help the offense out a lot. But like Jalen Samuels, we didn't draft Jalen Samuels to be like Le'Veon Bell or James Conner. We drafted Jalen Samuels because what he's able to do in the passing game. And Jalen Samuels has showed up in the passing game over the last couple of weeks. So I'm not really expecting a lot of Jalen Samuels as a runner. He's like a Swift Army knight, basically. If you go back and watch him and like NC State, he dropped a lot of balls. Yeah, he had a bad game, but overall, I still think Jalen Simmons is a solid halfback. And we too Steelers lost to the Seahawks. You were ashamed to be a Steelers fan. Absolutely were. You want to know why I was ashamed to be a Pittsburgh Steelers fan? Because Mike Tomlin was a defensive-minded coach, and Russell Wilson converted on a 4th and something, what was it? 4th and 15. A 4th and 15 converted on the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Mike Tomlin was supposed to be Mike Tomlin in this defense. Mike Tomlin did not look like a defensive-minded coach at the beginning of the season. It didn't. Now Mike Tomlin looks like a defensive-minded coach. He looks like a defensive-minded coach. But I think Mike Tomlin has been doing a very good job. I think Mike Tomlin deserves a 10-year contract extension right now. Just go ahead, and no matter what happens, I mean, the job that he's been doing has been absolutely sensational. And I'm not going to give Mike Tomlin no more flack after this. So that coach wasn't lucky. Listen, you got to have luck to win in the NFL. Let me tell you something. If the Baltimore Ravens play New England, let me tell you something. If Baltimore plays New England again, they're losing that game. Bill Belichick isn't going to lose to Lamar Jackson and Baltimore Ravens twice. Name the last time Bill Belichick lost to the same team twice in one season. You can't. Trust me, if Baltimore plays New England again, you guys aren't winning that game. And the last time I checked, Baltimore won that game by luck because y'all had that fluke behind fumble in overtime by Juju Smith-Schuster. So if you tell me that was luck, but you have to have luck to win in the NFL. It just happens. Lamar built different. Dude, if you guys play you guys do know if you guys play New England again, you guys gonna lose, right? I don't think Bill Belichick's not going to lose. I don't think Bill Belichick has ever lost to the same team twice as long as he's been head coach in New England. But I mean, at the end of the day, man, Pittsburgh is 5-4. We're back in the playoff hunt. Nobody can take this away from us. Pittsburgh is back, and Baltimore, we're closing in on y'all, man. Don't slip up. Don't slip up. This defense is finally playing like Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin has finally looked like a defensive-minded coach. This is probably, in a lot of my years being a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, I've been a Pittsburgh Steelers fan since I was in 2nd grade. I think that was what 2008. And Mike Tomlin has this defense phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. We have the potential to have the defensive rookie of the year and the defensive player of the year on the same team. I don't think that's ever happened. I don't think I ever remember a defense having the player of the year and the rookie of the year on the same team. So, I mean, this defense has been playing lights out, man. Lights out. But the offense has to get something clicking. This offense is terrible in the red zone. Absolutely garbage in the red zone. And it makes no sense to me. Why this offense is so trash in the red zone. We have one of the worst red zone offenses in the NFL. This offense is trash in the red zone. Don't ask me why or how, but it sucks in the red zone. Something has to change, man. Something has to change. When we get inside the red zone, we barely score touchdowns inside the red zone. Barely score touchdowns. But somebody that nobody's really talking about is Chris Boswell. Man, I mean, dude had a rough season. They're trash overall. You said in the week that you would drink bleach if the Steelers lost to the Niners. You want me to kill myself? If I drank bleach, I die. Willem Wilson. But yeah, man, the Pittsburgh Steelers, 5-4 in the freaking season. Let's freaking go. Steeler Nation. Road to 7. Stairway to 7. Let's get it, man. I'm out.